Hello, amazing parents. You're welcome to the day 6 of our 21-day screen time challenge. Wow. Today I'm going to be leading you to schedule a screen time for your children. So you're going to be scheduling screen time. You see, I mentioned that for us to create a balanced screen time, like we have to set up a structure, and we had started on setting realistic goals, creating free screen zones, and then we want to schedule screen time. Put it at what time should children be using the screen. If you don't tell them when, they use the screen anytime they want, however they want, that's how they'll be going. But when you tell them, so let me tell you this, I always say that children, right, they are like computers. Computers don't have the power of their own. It's whatever program you install in your computer that will function. So your children in their early years, and that's why I love this early year stage of children, because it's all about installation, it's all about programming, right? If I don't have a WhatsApp software on my computer, would I be able to use WhatsApp? No. But once I want to use WhatsApp on my phone, all I have to, or my system, all I have to do is to install the app, all right? And I'll be able to use it. So the same thing with children. Now you want to put your children, install in them that there is time for screen time. There is time for bathing. There is time for dressing up. There is time for breakfast, for eating in the morning. That thing is called breakfast. There is time for eating in the afternoon. That is called lunch. There is time when you pray in the morning. That is devotion time. There is time when you go to read, to feed your mind. That is called study time, right? So there is time for everything. So you want to, what we are going to be, I'll be leading you to do today is to set time for screen time. Your children should not wake up anytime they want and they are using the screen. In fact, let me tell you the story. We have there is this person I shop from her store. Whenever you go to her place, her children are always using the screen, whether it's 6 a.m., whether it's 6 p.m., like they do it when they, and this is the story, this is the situation amongst many families. It's the regular way we are raised. Do anything the way you want. But I want you to see parents who are more intentional raise their children with times and schedule. They know that this 24 hours, you split it amongst activities. So when it's time for food, everybody comes to eat. But you see some homes where children do whatever they like, 6 a.m., 8 a.m., somebody is still sleeping, right? Somebody is still sleeping. Another home where the parents understand the power of scheduling. By 6 a.m., everybody should be up. And by that 6 a.m., the children make effort to be up. And over time, as they grow into adults, this forms their habit. When it is screen time, oh, everybody's excited. Woo! It's relaxation time. It's screen time. It's time to watch cartoon, and they come there. Okay, the screen time expires, and they go to another activity excitedly. So I was on the phone with my friend who lives in the US. She has gone to visit one of her friends who, their family friend who had just bought a new house in the US. All right. While I was discussing with her, I overheard children chattering. So she was telling me that those children, they are playing games with their schoolmates. So I'm like, how do they connect? You say there's a way they connect that the children actually taught her, and that, can I imagine that each of those children have 2 tablets they are using to play that particular game? I'm like, oh wow. Okay, so tell me more, because this is what I'm doing this period. I am teaching parents how to balance screen time. So she said, okay, I said, so those little children, they already have 2 tabs that they are exposed. They say yes, but the thing is that their mom give them the tab to use only in the evenings, right? They don't use screen, they don't use that tab any other time except in the evenings. In fact, while we were talking, right, I heard their mother calling them, screen time is over, bring your tabs here, hey, bring your tabs here. And I heard one of the boys shouting, Oh, give us some, how did they speak? How did they speak the English? With the American accent. The child was saying, "Please give us some more time, mom." The mom said, "No, it's over," and they had no option than to return it. That is the power of setting up a structure. So if you want your children to have a balanced screen time life, a healthier screen time habit, you have to create a structure. So I want you to draft today, right? This is what an expert said, that kids should engage in other activities, right, that build them up. There are how many domains? There is a physical development, cognitive development, emotional development, social development, right? So children should engage in activities that build them up in this area. So if they are spending almost all their time watching or being on the screen, what time will they learn to play? What time will they learn to wash? What time will they use to learn how to do other things? That is why we need to put a structure. We need to create a time. So one thing you were going to do today, because we don't want screen to, yeah, that reminds me, we don't want screen to dominate our children. We want screen to complement them, right? So because of that, we are going to create a structure for them. So you want to set up you their screen time. Your screen time is 30 minutes after your homework or after you're back from school. So that's the kind of thing your schedule should be around. So they come back from school and they take a rest, and maybe they shower, they eat. The first thing they do is to do their homework. So after they do their homework, let's say they do their homework around 4 p.m. So their screen time starts by 4 p.m. and ends when? So is it an hour, or is it 2 hours? Is it 3 hours you want them to be spending? So screen time starts by 4 p.m. on weekdays and end 5 p.m. And this is what they know it. Once it's 4 p.m., they were excited. Wow, screen time. And they'll pick up their phones up on the TV and do whatever. Once it's 5 p.m., one person must remind the other that screen time is over. If you have just a child, once it's 5 p.m., make sure that you take away the screen and let them engage in other activities. Okay? If it is that you want them to watch a particular cartoon on weekdays, let's say you want them to be watching Superbook, or you want them to be watching only PBS on weekdays, you also stated, okay, you watch PBS channel 4 to 5 p.m. on weekdays. Then on weekends, your screen time starts from 12 to 2 p.m. So channel. You want them to be learning robotics or something, okay, you're on Saturdays, you engage with your robotic class or whatever by 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. So schedule your children's screen time. The task today is that you should schedule your children's screen time, and if possible for you, if they are grown up, discuss with them. Do this together with them. So and I would also encourage you, which I love you to do, is to share your task with us on the support group. Thank you for joining, and see you tomorrow.